Kansas People videotapes, now available at your favorite bookstore.
Boeing is saying adios to its Seattle headquarters. We'll take a look at some of the places officials are looking at as a new base. Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Ewan. Jamel Holland-Perrick has the day off. Good Morning Kansas starts right now.
Covering Kansas at daybreak. This is Good Morning Kansas.
Good morning, Kansas. It's 5 o'clock on this Thursday morning, the 22nd of March. Shot there, Waco and Central or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Waco and 3rd, somewhere in there. Anyway, I'm back. Glad to be back. Good morning, all. Shelley's here.
Sorry.
Jamel has the whole week off, so she'll be back on Monday.
Right. You missed it.
What did I miss?
They let me do the news.
Really? On Monday?
Yeah, and I was sick yesterday. I'm still not 100%, but Jeff's been holding down the fort.
That's too bad.
Well, I think mine is more, as many people this time of year, is more allergy, perhaps, related, so I don't think I'm that contagious.
Okay. Let's hope so, anyway.
I'll try not to breathe on you.
Boy, yesterday was a great day.
Absolutely gorgeous. Guess how warm it was? I was
65?
shocked when I came in. 69.
Really?
Got all the way almost to 70. And today we're in for another beautiful day. We actually had some very widely scattered showers move through in the overnight hours. We'll show you the latest radar during weather, but we could see some fog this morning in western Kansas. We're going to start off the day around 49 degrees, 56 then by noontime, and we're heading up into the low 60s for highs, and we'll go back down to about 62 for the drive home. So another great day, not quite as warm, but still very nice, and I'm sure all the spring break people out there are enjoying this weather, because we have had some nice weather all week.
Oh, yeah. I had fired up the grill last night. It was great.
And you didn't call.
So keep it coming. Well, you know, it was kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing.
I understand.
All right. Thanks, Shelley. And the news this morning, you might say Seattle is feeling its second quake of the month. This time, it's not the earth shaking. It's Boeing. Boeing will move its corporate headquarters out of Seattle to Dallas, Denver, or Chicago. KAKE's aviation reporter Chris Frank tells us why Boeing is making the move.
Boeing Chairman Phil Condit cites several reasons for moving the corporate headquarters. For one, Boeing isn't the same company it used to be. It has operations spread out over 26 states. So the company is looking for a more centralized location for its corporate headquarters.
So this was a fundamental strategic decision.
His decision is to move Boeing's corporate headquarters, shown here, out of the city that's been its home for 85 years.
I think this is about making a greater company. Commercial airplanes will still be headquartered in Seattle. We will still have about just shy of 80,000 people in the state of Washington.
Condit wants to land Boeing's corporate headquarters in one of these three cities: Chicago, the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, or Denver. Those three areas were settled on, Condit says, after about a year's worth of looking.
Well, one of the reasons that they were looking at Dallas-Fort Worth, Chicago, Denver, is to be a little bit more centrally located to all of the Boeing operations across the country.
And one of those operations, of course, is Wichita, which Solis says won't be impacted by this.
For us here, our daily operations probably won't change. We'll continue to concentrate on our core products here.
Boeing has grown tremendously in recent years by acquisitions, but Condit wants to improve the company's stock by trying to grow other businesses. And the role of the new corporate center will be
to pick the best chances, to focus on them, and grow them.
Condit says he had reached the decision well before the West Coast energy problems and before this month's earthquakes. Now, he says, it just depends on what siting there is in one of those three cities, and yes, what kind of incentives those cities might have for Boeing. Boeing hopes to have a decision reached sometime later this spring, and Boeing hopes to move into its new corporate headquarters sometime this fall. Chris Frank, Good Morning Kansas.
And that leads us to our question of the day. Today's question is, where do you think Boeing will move? You can go to our website at KAKE.com and cast your vote. We'll have the results tonight on KAKE News at 10. Yesterday, we told you that the Kansas Corporation Commission won't allow your power to be cut off until the end of May. But some people have been told by KGE that their lights still might be cut off. That is not the case. KGE urges everyone who is behind on their utility bill payments to call and set up a payment plan. Topeka police are still investigating 5 murder cases that have taken place recently. Police found the bodies of one man and two women inside a home on Tuesday, and on Sunday night, an 18-year-old man was killed near a house. Police arrested a man yesterday in connection with another alleged murder in Topeka. The neighborhood is known to be a drug haven, but police and city officials say Topeka residents shouldn't be afraid. The Kansas Corporation Commission has ordered Western Resources to turn over information about the salaries of its executives and the flight logs for corporate jets. The commission is investigating claims by a consumer organization called CURB. Members of CURB are worried about a proposed $151 million rate hike by Western Resources. They're the company that owns KGE and KGL. Western Resources says executive salaries don't have anything to do with the rate case. So there you have it.
There you go.
Weird news of the day, or interesting stories of the day.
Okay.
How about this? Out of Morristown, New Jersey, a 2-year-old quarrel that began in a bank drive-in has turned into a lawsuit.
Well, a 2-year-old fight or
quarrel, yeah, disagreement, yeah. Joan O'Brien is suing Cheryl Contiglio, claiming the quarrel has taken a toll on her well-being and her pocketbook. It all started when O'Brien accused Contiglio of cutting in line at a bank in Morris County, New Jersey. Since then, Contiglio was caught having pizzas delivered to O'Brien's home. It's an old college prank.
Yeah, that's funny, yeah. Wahaha.
O'Brien began snapping photos of Contiglio whenever she saw her, which made Contiglio mad. Contiglio allegedly blanketed O'Brien's neighborhood with derogatory flyers.
Okay.
This is all over one person cutting in front of the other at the bank teller line.
Bank rage, we should call it.
O'Brien, bank rage. O'Brien was accused of trying to run Contiglio off the road, so it's getting elevated.
Right.
Last week, Contiglio pleaded guilty to loitering, and a municipal judge dismissed charges against O'Brien, and then O'Brien sued. So it's now in a civil court.
You know, that's just silly.
You know, people need to just lighten up a little bit.
Lighten up is exactly it. I mean, life
get some,
is...
Chad, get some therapy. Very good, Chad.
Life is not that important that you have to be first or that mean to other people.
No. If somebody is that bent on getting ahead of me, I just go ahead and let him in, and then I wrap him in the knees with a crowbar.
Mike, I think...
Just kidding. Just kidding, I really wouldn't do that.
See, I was going to say, I think all too often we forget the golden rule.
That's right.
Do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
All right. You don't do the crowbar thing. I was just kidding.
Yeah, whatever, Tanya Harding.
Day planner.
All righty, we have a beautiful day to look forward to. 49 as you're heading out the door, 56 by noontime, and then low 60s by the drive home.
It is 7 minutes after 5 o'clock, 51 degrees. We'll be right back.